Everybody, they are very concerned about what comes next, guys, after this verdict has been done. Is everybody ready? We will see.
You are absolutely right, Paul. Two resounding questions as of yesterday. What will this jury come back with, and what will happen after the verdict is read? Those are the things that we're anxiously awaiting for. As you can imagine, we do have Skyfox 9 up there in the top left of your screen, as you can see. Crowd of people is beginning to grow outside the Hennepin County in the lower left, and of course then a ground view of outside the courthouse there in the plaza, and then courthouse right there. And that is the one we'll focus on as this jury comes back with its verdict. We'll go full on that. We'll hear every. We're told it should happen before 4 o'clock.
Yeah, waiting for that in the next 20 minutes or so. Also just want to make note that this is a trial that was televised for the world to see, to understand the process, to hear the testimony until closing arguments. And so today we will see the verdict being read live as well. Something that it's a glimpse into the courtroom that we don't often get here.
You're right, Kelsey. I mean, overstate the magnitude of this moment as we and the nation and the world
what up,
wait for this.
I'm getting my shit together.
Lee, along those lines, I mean, a big question for you here. What's at stake?
Well, I'll break it down into two comments. The first comment is Minnesota is going to show the world
this man
their
put
reflection of
Chauvin's
leadership.
lawyer to shame.
Attitude reflects leadership. So the leaders in that decision, if it reflects conviction, will be the leaders the same. And it's ironic.
Be between 4:30 and 5, I
talked
believe.
about
So
heart,
we
and I
right on
looked
point.
at the definition of humanity,
This
and
is on,
the quality or state of being human, joined together by their common humanity.
This is
and
on a movie app called
decision,
Tubi.
no matter
They
what
got
it is,
the news live on
do
there.
just that, and that's how big it is, because that humanity
Y'all can share
is
it out
going to spread
to wherever y'all
throughout the
need
world
to,
based
if
on
y'all
what we
can, I
do
don't know.
here. This is to say it's big is a certainly understatement. Reflect who we are in our souls.
I got my doobie
This decision
roll.
will reflect how the rest of the world
I want to
is
see how this
in
shit
theirs.
turn out.
And in closing arguments, the state reminding the public that the Minneapolis Police Department's motto is to protect with courage, serve with. What will happen is, as this verdict is read, will happen in the courtroom today, which will be relatively quiet because of the COVID restrictions. But then also, when will we have sentencing, and what can we expect with that?
Off for quite some months. There's, I think the other
Manslaughter,
there's a lot of
third-degree murder, second-degree murder,
with regard to evaluations,
and one other thing, I forget what it was.
There's going to be some motions by the state for upward departure of the sentencing guidelines. There's going to be motions by the defense for a downward departure of those guidelines. So we're not going to learn of a sentence anytime soon. Being said, the movie judge, he understands that this verdict means a lot to a lot of different people, and means differently to a lot of different people. And so, number one, he's going to make sure that the jury gets the utmost respect, and they will start out by standing for the jury. And that when the verdict is read, everyone is going to be any outburst, and then based on that decision, you'll see Derek Chauvin either being escorted to the back outside the courtroom, where he will await his fate. If it's conviction, he will be charged, and he'll go to wherever he's going to be held.
What's up, Mo Show Chicago? No, we about to see what this white boy about to get.
Let people leave the courtroom in an orderly fashion. So. Outburst.
Lee, there will be a lot of emotion when this verdict is read, and if he is convicted on 1, 2, or 3 of these charges. An appeal process that would likely take place, and help us understand between those charges what may end up happening down the road.
I think we all can anticipate,
based on
the defendant's motions, that there's going to be an appeal if there's a conviction. terms or what are the arguments for appeal, we have at least some indication that possible the jury sequestration or lack thereof basically tainted. Potential appeal is that comments from jury was thinking, and there may be many more. I mean, we've even had an allegation of prosecutorial misconduct based on statements in the closing arguments, all of which were denied by the judge. With that being said, the defense to put those arguments.
But y'all see what it is, man. Wu-Tang. But yeah. Stay on. I'm staying on until they read that shit. We're gonna know early. But yeah, it's gonna go. If they read off the wrong shit, you feel me? We're gonna see. But what's up with, we gonna stay rocking. I'm gonna flip the screen back when, if it get popping and shit like being read any moment now. They said between 4:30, 5:30, in between that time frame. To see what they talk about. They came up with that shit quick as hell too. Quick as hell. They went back, ate some lunch, came to an agreement. It was like, all right, let's go. What y'all think? If anybody has any opinion on it, don't worry about being, hurting people's. Motherfucker did it. That's me though. I know the motherfucker did it, but I'm talking about as far as shit he be charged. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh yeah, they back there acting a fool. That's how it's going down, y'all. That is how it's going down. Yeah, guilty than a motherfucker. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about the shit. But we know how to, I gotta keep that in mind. I always keep that in mind. If you understand, you understand. You understand how the system is. You know how the system's set up. All right, let's see. Down for a second. I said, boy, oh boy. It's gonna go down. It's gonna go down. Yeah, the shit gonna go. I'm 100% in agreement with you, Mosho. If they, I wouldn't even call it drop the ball if they look out for this. I'm not gonna say it's unexpected, but what I'm gonna say is I agree with Mosho Chicago. Shit's gonna turn up. It's gonna turn up. Let me see what the time frame said real quick. And I gotta rename this live stream. I was helping my girl. She was working while she worked out and whatnot. Then I got this little notification. I said, oh yeah, it's up. It's up. And it's gonna be bad news, bad news. And I ain't even one of them types, but it's gonna be bad news. So, first Floyd. But I'm gonna be on here for a good little minute. Alright, there we go. Oh shit. Who on here? Who all on here? Savage. Mosho. Okay, cool. Here we go. No, you ain't missed nothing. I was just renaming this shit.
There is a lot of anxiety in those crowds right now. A lot of people wondering.
They still, you know, they still small talking for the moment. But should be getting should be getting on I don't even know what. Like I said, this is on something called Tubi. You gotta have Tubi. I'm pretty sure you can get it on Hulu or wherever, but I'm on Tubi. What's up, Princess Laura? What's up? I ain't seen you in a while. We just tapping in, you know. We just tapping in, seeing what the verdict is on the George Floyd versus Derek Chauvin situation, or Chauvin versus Floyd. Should be being read any moment now. Any moment now. Gotta tap in. You got it on your system and you over here. Oh, that's cold. Yeah, and then the man, who drove with the police on his truck was in the same little city, same state as Dante Wright. Like, come on now. Come on now. We see the dynamics. Well, I'm verdict gonna be, because we see how it's set up. Figure out how to fund other communities. So again, yeah, they out there. They out there. These type of trials. What you over here in a while? I ain't seen you anywhere in a while. They just don't have a lot of resources. Hope all is well. Do I got closed caption? Even after this verdict. So again, very anxious here. A lot of waiting. I ain't even gonna fuck with it. I ain't even gonna fuck with it. Black lives, they matter here. So damn, who was it?
Thank you so much, Paul Bloom, standing by.
See, I think it's Tamir Rice. I think his mom, somebody in their case, on their loved one that died. I gotta get the information on it. I forgot which one it was. So many of us. It's crazy. Police pulled deaf woman. Then police did tell her twin daughter use interpreter for her. And you gotta remember, these policy enforcers, you know, that's all they are. But these motherfuckers get egos behind that little badge, like it's a Superman badge. You know, they obey, and they obey their masters. Yeah, Chauvin's fucked up. Chauvin in the wrong, but hey, we about to. That's what I'm saying. We gonna see it. As soon as that motherfucker judge pop up, I'm flipping this screen, man. Matter of fact, I'll let y'all see what I see for a second. There we go. Oh, these motherfuckers. Hold on, my shit rebooting. But yeah, why that does what it does. Like I said, I'm on something called Tubi. It's a movie platform. And that's what I'm on at the moment. Yeah, Chauvin fucked up. But we gotta see how this courtroom gonna handle this, you know what I'm saying? They only took like 10 hours to come up with a judgment. That could be a good thing or a bad thing, for real. You don't know till it's like a fight. It's like a boxing fight. You don't want to leave it to the judges ever. So this is what we got to deal with. We got to deal with seeing what the fuck they're gonna come back with. If they don't turn up the right words, it's gonna. Whew. I'm not inciting anything. I'm just stating the obvious. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. I don't know. The guy who was doing the barbecue just took the barbecue and burnt shit up. Yeah, pretty much. But we'll see, you know. This is one of them things, man. This is one of them things. Like, there's a lot of shit going on. Whole bunch of shit. You know, this is just one of them. Yeah, man. Where's the ganja? Where the fuck I put my weed? I done lost the little doobie. Cuz, cut it out. And it is live. It's probably on your news channels right now. TV, not for real. So, you know, I got an app for my shit.
Safety net.
I gotta hit the herb one time, though. Don't trip. 10 hours, that's no time at all. That's enough to wait for lunch, chop it up, and came to a conclusion like that. Which could be a good thing. It really could be a good thing. Or it's not an open and shut, and this motherfucker is simple. In that aspect to where we already know we ain't about to make this motherfucker sit down too long. Let's go. Could be anything.
With what happened in Brooklyn Center with Dante Wright recently, the unrest that unfolded there, the movement.
Velvet, peace.
And Judge
We
Cahill's
seeing what
decision not to, of course,
they
this
gonna
jury,
talk about.
was sequestered overnight, so they deliberated 4 hours yesterday. They stayed
This is
together
what we
in
on
an
for a
area
moment.
hotel. Then they got back at it at 8 a.m. this morning.
Throwaway phone. This motherfucker's so beat up. It's ridiculous. It's so beat up. See that? That's what I'm talking about. Oh, what else happened? So that's what we doing right now. We just chopping shit until the verdict come for real. It's supposed to be any time now, like literally any time now. The judge should pop out, give the verdict. Say, we gonna see what he say. They out there though. Yeah, like, share, subscribe, comment. You know, chop it up through. Hit the like and dip out if that's what you gotta do. But yeah, we tapped in until the verdict is read. I got my little notification and it's like, yeah, I gotta hop on with the folks and see what they think. Cause, you know, if you get a guilty, that's good. Cool. But if you get a guilty, it's gonna be a lot of people that's already out here. If you get a not guilty, it's motherfuckers that's gonna be mad about that, and they might turn up too. So, you know, we got to see. Just like with the OJ joint, I don't care how you feel if you did it or not. It was people that was for OJ, and it was people that won. It's just how it goes. It's just how it is. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but see. We gonna see, man.
And then the
Watch the shit loading up slow and shit though, so don't trip.
And he's old school police and is just kind of engaging.
But they out there. You see them out there. They deep, looking like a bunch of little ants.
Neck was totally uncalled for, and nowhere in his 3 decades of training had he ever been trained to do anything like that. You saw at that point, all 14 jurors, of course, 2 have been sent home.
Just because we see a lot of people, that doesn't necessarily mean they all for George Floyd. That don't mean that.
Really interested. I thought that was a point worth noting. And then the other thing was just how quickly I was mid-trial.
There's always these things called agents, and agent provocateurs.
Jurors turning to one
another.
And talking, and of course you got to remember, and I know we've talked about this courtroom is just so.
See, I'm the cat. If I was to be out there with them folks, I'm by the tree, away from everybody. Why?
Tighter. It's difficult to make.
Because I want to see. I know somebody gonna get lost in the crowd.
So it's a different dynamic. Just keep that in mind as you watch. I don't know the exact layout of the 3 cameras, Court TV, who's providing the cameras inside the courtroom.
See, old boy with the wheelchair thing, he might get flipped.
Has agreed to
Super Brothers, what's poppin', man?
As part of this process of televising, of making this
we just waiting.
Public of trials.
Make sure to hit that like till your folks come through. Check me out one time.
Angle, this is the one time where the camera will be allowed to zoom in on the defendant. Otherwise, the rules from Cahill was to shots But today, look for that camera to zoom in.
We waiting on the verdict right now, Super Brothers. It should be 4:30 and 5:30. So we right there.
Now, this is the time in which we were told the
let's turn it up. Here we go.
We're going to show you very live images from all around the Twin Cities, but primarily you'll see that symbol there, that iconic seal there. That is inside the courtroom. I want to make sure you understand that. And then we have Skyfox 9 up in the air as well. We have a camera at 38th in Chicago, and of course we have a ground camera there outside the county courthouse there on the plaza scene. And we're watching what happens very closely once that verdict is read again. The charges against Derek Chauvin, them, they can come back with a partial verdict in terms of the charges, second-degree murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter. They could deem him guilty on all charges, or innocent on all charges, not guilty, and those are what we're watching for right now. The combination.
If somebody Google
there's a unanimous verdict
the time
in this because
that comes with that,
they came back with that in the court.
And let me know.
That is what's happening here in the next few minutes.
And Randy, policing, a verdict aside, this really has the potential to change policing in the country. And I wanted to bring in Mike Bryant one more time and lean on him in what could be the last few moments we have here before the verdict is read. Mike, I think back to Dr. Martin Tobin specifically and his testimony. Do you think the testimony given during this trial could have the potential to change the way that police
the
use of force specifically?
Potentially, it's interesting because you had a number of police officers that testified. So the question is, what was the training issue early that some say it isn't how we do it, and then is right under the Constitution, but he did it this way, and there's other examples of it being done. I think they brought up some examples when there's been testimony contrary by one of the experts. But it's another thing to look at.
He's guilty, give him the death sentence. Hey, he didn't have no problem taking his life too.
As far as training goes, we need to make sure that
good
training's
dude,
done
my dude Filster. Do unto
do
others as you want done to yourself.
Mike, I want to ask you about this jury and try and put yourself as our they had those 3 charges, and as I mentioned just a short time ago, they have to consider all 3 when they make their decision on something like this. You watched this trial unfold. You watched the key points of this trial. You saw the defense's objective and their game plan, as well as the state's objectives and game plan. If you're a jury sitting there yesterday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, what was the first thing that bellwether moment in that trial for a juror?
Well, there were a couple things that I think you could point to. As a group, we know that there were a group that tended to not get into the news or not follow the news. They wouldn't be on the jury if they were deep into it.
You got the verdict.
Is we know when they were
you got to make
back
a big
on
grand
Monday,
entrance and
a
make
group of them
niggas
came
wait.
back and they said they heard something and they turned it off.
I wonder what they be doing.
So as a group, they stayed away from everything, or as much as they could on this case. And then suddenly, boom, they got weak. And the experts over and over again, and people talking over again. So they got a lot for people that are information along those lines. For me, big points that came up in the trial were when we saw George Floyd inside Cup Foods. We got to see him alive.
If y'all ain't been keeping up, I've been keeping up and posting
is involving the dead person, but you get to see
the
much
arguments
about him when he's alive. That just
so Chauvin's defense is George Floyd was high off a bunch of drugs, and that's why he died. If y'all didn't know, now you do.
An opportunity
If you
for them to
already know,
hear
good for
him
you.
at the scene right after it's
But that's what his
happened, make
defense
some
was. Now,
determinations on what that felt.
here we go. Right.
All right,
It's
I want to
in.
take you now inside the courtroom. As you can see there, Judge Peter Cahill has
Tell you
taken
folks,
his
man.
seat at the bench. We can assume the jury
Share
is
this
in
out,
as
share
well,
this
since our
out.
court camera is now
Snow
focused
Cone,
on
welcome.
the
We
judge.
about to get the verdict. I'm
It's,
gonna be quiet. I'm gonna
Let's
be
just
real
stop
quiet
and
when you
listen to
start
see
talking.
what the judge has to say.
eyes for the jury. Please be seated.
Check this out, y'all.
Members of the jury, I understand you have a verdict. Members of the jury, I will now read the verdicts as they will appear in the permanent records of the 4th Judicial District. Hennepin, District Court, 4th Judicial District, State of Minnesota Plaintiff versus Derek Michael Chauvin, Defendant. Verdict, Count 1, Court File Number 27, CR6. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to count 1, unintentional second-degree murder while committing a felony, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed on at 1:44 p.m. Signed, juror foreperson, juror number 19.
That's one guilty. You guilty on one.
Same caption, verdict count 2. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to count 2, third-degree murder, perpetrating an eminently dangerous act, find the defendant guilty.
That's 2.
This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April 2021 at 1:45 p.m. Signed by jury foreperson, juror number 19. Same caption, verdict count 3. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to count 3, second-degree manslaughter, culpable negligence, creating an unreasonable.
That's all 3 of them things.
Day of April 2021 at 1:45
That's 3 of them
p.m.
things.
Jury foreperson 019.
He's out of here.
Members of the jury, I'm now going to ask you individually if these are your true and correct verdicts.
Ooh-wee.
Please respond yes or no. Juror number 2, are these? Juror number 9, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Hey man, hit the like and share this shit.
Juror number 19, are
He's
juror
out.
number 27.
3 of them
your true and
things.
correct verdicts?
Ooh-wee.
Juror number 44, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 52, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 55, are these your true and correct
Absolutely.
verdicts? Juror number 9, are these your true and correct
Absolutely.
verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 85,
All
are
love,
these your
man.
true and correct verdicts?
That's right. Justice.
Juror number 89,
we gotta see what he
your
getting
true
with
and
it.
correct verdicts?
Yes.
The motherfuckers.
Yes.
That's a strikeout.
Juror number 92, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Are these your verdicts, so say you one, so say you all?
Yeah.
Members of the jury, I find that the verdicts as read reflect the will of the jury and will be filed accordingly.
Absolutely.
I have to thank you on behalf of the people of the state of Minnesota for not only jury service, but heavy-duty jury service.
All right, y'all.
What I'm going to ask you to do now is
Hold up.
to follow the deputy back into your usual room, and I will join you in a few minutes.
Look at.
So,
Hey,
all right,
absolutely. Yeah, motherfucker. All 3 of them. He looking around like, well, goddamn. Well, goddamn. Y'all gonna say something? What I'm gonna do?
All right, be seated. With the guilty verdicts returned, we're going to have Blakely, you may file a
Right near Nirvana, exactly.
Written argument.
3 of them things.
Factors
See, that's a battle rap. Them things.
Factors, the factual findings.
Get them out of here.
1 week after that, we'll order a PSI immediately returnable in 4 weeks.
That's what
And
his ass
we
get.
will also
Fuck all that.
have a briefing on
I don't care about
having
none of
the
this
PSI
shit. I don't care about none of
6
this
weeks
part.
from now, and
Yeah,
then
nigga.
8 weeks from now we will have sentencing. We'll get you the
Out of there.
In a scheduling order. Is there a motion on behalf of the
That's
state?
beautiful.
Court revoked the defendant's
I got
bail
my shit upside
custody,
down and shit.
pending
I already know. 3 of them motherfuckers. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to see that. I'm glad y'all was here with me on that. He getting life in jail. Hey, they gonna fuck him up. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I am so glad to hear that. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I'm gonna have to throw me up a thumbnail on this motherfucker. Fuck that. He's out of here, y'all. It wasn't. See, I'm just happy to hear that. That's what his ass get. But they cold with it though. He got a. I just wanted to see that. Ain't much else I need to really. It is what it is. It's a wrap for him. Now we passed that part. See what I'm saying? Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Y'all need to lay down. Absolutely, Velvet. Absolutely. That's exactly what he deserved. I ain't tripping on it. But if they would have said anything but that, it would have been problem. Here. Ain't no way around it. You seen the videos I posted. You heard the dumb shit that was coming out. Oh, stupid mother. He was out of there. I love it. That's the one good thing. Let me light this little. Let me cut this shit out. This is how I celebrate. I'm gonna hit this blunt. This doobie. About time. Right. And we even got to suspect fuckery with something so basic to see. So basic to see. It's crazy that we even got to suspect fuckery in that courtroom. Peace, God. We just watched the verdict being read. We just watched it. He guilty on all three of them things. About time this country did something right. Man. Ooh-wee. It's going to be a party for sure. For sure. A lot of people about to be happy. Whoever was on that video on the news just now with the barbecue, oh, he about to turn it up. I'm not kicking it. Told you I'm still by the tree. Somebody going to crack shit off, so it's still going to go up. Somebody going to be pissed. Just be on the lookout for that. Remember, I called it. No, fuck that. And it's going to go up. It's emotions and a bunch of other shit out there right now. Motherfuckers, fuck him. I'm happy that happened. I'm glad for that. That's very necessary. I'm glad to see justice. Yeah, I am. And I suggest everybody turn up a little bit. One time for the one time. I'm going to hit this way. There you go. But they slick with it. This is what I wanted to say. Let me get back to my train of thought. Somebody, I've just been holding this in. So I figured this should have happened. He was guilty on all three of them motherfuckers. You feel me? So that should have happened. I'm happy. Right. There you go. That's what I said. That come later. I'm gonna tap right back in, Monique, when it's time to see what happens. Are we gonna be right back here? But it was slick. This is what I was gonna say. This is the slick part to me, I think. Personally. You might not agree. They're starting, which I'm cool. It's crazy. We're gonna talk. Carry your gun around. Like, they're making it okay for anybody and everybody. Just starting to push that, which, it's a double-edged sword to me. Because you got a lot of that being instilled during the temperature of the world. I don't know. Motherfuckers are just going to be looking for reasons to kill. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, Velvet. I expected to hear and see what I just seen. I'm geeked for it, for real. I'm cool. I'm happy as shit. That's what George Floyd. But I'm good. That's all good. But I'm just looking at other shit too, because with the left hand and the right hand, you gotta watch them both. So I'm just looking at other shit too, man. I'm a felon. I ain't gonna say nothing. Never mind. But with everybody being able to carry their strap, with the temperature of motherfuckers right now, it almost seemed like a setup. Right, that's what I'm saying. It's a weird setup to me. So I'm just watching shit. I'm glad you said that near Nirvana, because I was peeping that. It's like, some of you motherfuckers is safer when you gotta hide the motherfucker from the world because you ain't supposed to carry it. Now you just gonna be out here. No, I don't know. It's just a weird setup to me with the temperature. I don't know about that. So I figured this would play into that, and it's just the temperature shit. Watch, man. Just watch. Be careful, man. Now, don't be careful. Just stay on your square. That careful shit, just be careful. Don't be careful. Anyway, I just wanted to watch this with y'all. I'm about to get back to my daddy duties. I literally stopped doing what I was doing when I got. I gotta hold on a minute. I thought it'd be on as soon as I got on, but it's not. But I'm gonna be back on probably tonight. Listen to me. I'm gonna be on tonight. So come back and we're gonna talk about it more. Down. He's guilty on all three of them things. But if they take him away, is the government be the only ones with him? No, we're not giving him away. See, that's what I'm saying. We could talk about that. I really want to talk about that, but I hear these little runts running around, and it's nap time. I don't like that. They know what's up. You don't surrender your shit. Ain't no surrendering shit. So we're going to talk about the flip side to that. You know, if they can take them away, you ain't had a backbone for it. You got to go down about certain shit. You got to protect the family by any means type shit. And we're going to talk about it later. But I do appreciate y'all tapping in with me. Oh, he going to get fucked up in jail, Super Brothers. Trust me, it's a wrap. He think being PC would help him right now. Like, there's nothing he can do. It's on. Unless we going to talk about that shit. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. George Floyd got the justice he deserved. I'm so happy to hear this. I'm so happy. And we going to expand on it. It's just I'm on daddy duties and they come first by all means. So I appreciate every single one of y'all. We'll be back. Hit that like, tell your folks about me and shit like that. You feel me? Peace.